All right. We're live now.
It with CMD Boxing Reports. CMD.
Go subscribe to CMD Boxer Reports if
And
you are.
when y'all see my page, my icon, it's going to say CMD. You're not going to see a motorcycle on there. This is, my son's page. He gave me permission to use it. But now we're here talking about Joshua and Parker.
This is a very interesting
Wow,
topic.
man.
I know you like
Yeah,
this. I know you like this topic.
man. I mean, I did a video
Yeah.
about the fight and how like when people ask me, do I think Joshua will win? And I'm like, yes. I can't say no, but I got a lot of people coming in saying that, you'll see Parker's gonna knock Joshua out. And some people on my job was telling me, man, look, you can't count Parker out. You can't, look past him. I'm like, man, I really have no choice to. I mean, has he ever fought, like I said before, a guy with, power in both hands like Joshua? And how will he react? Like this is the same thing we was going through with, the fight that happened a couple weeks ago. How would this guy react against Ortiz power? How would he act against, Deontay's? And, same thing.
Yeah.
I was, thinking here with Parker and all, but I don't know. Even with his fight with Fury, all right, he really didn't look all that impressive, to me that he can beat a guy like Joshua. But his fans say that he can. But that's their opinion. My opinion is Anthony Joshua. All right, now I don't know how this one here is going to go. I don't know if it's going to be by knockout or it's going to be, by decision. But if it goes decision, it'll probably be a close fight. Because we all well then again, because I said Anthony Joshua he gasses out, but he still fights though, and he does the right thing when he gasses out. He throw punches, he'll grab. I think it'll take him like a round or two to get us, himself refreshed, and he'll come back again. So that's what I'm saying. It'll probably be a close fight. But how do you
So
think Dillian? I mean, how do you think Parker is going to fight Joshua?
okay, Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker to me is a very underrated boxer or fighter. In my opinion, he's a guy that I've really been, watching for the past couple of, years, I guess, even before he became champion, even before. I think Joseph Parker caught Anthony Joshua out a long time ago, like 2 years ago. He caught him out. He's not now. They both were, they both wanted to fight 2 years ago. I mean, Joseph Parker was the first to call Anthony Joshua out. That was 2 years
Okay,
ago. So he's been really watching Anthony Joshua right from the amateur time, you understand? So he's really a good guy anyway. And
the fight that he won the title with, how he won the title, what was that? Andy Ruiz, I
future,
think that was.
he could be for a championship belt. So he didn't know that until the opportunity came for him. After Tyson Fury vacated the belts, and Joseph Parker had the opportunity to fight Andy Ruiz for the title, and then he fought Andy Ruiz, won that fight. Great competitive fight. You understand? So a lot of people see Joseph Parker as a pushover, but to me, he's not a pushover. You understand? He's a very underrated fighter. And I know people who tell me that, hey, Joseph Parker wasn't good in a fight with E Fury. So how is he gonna deal with a guy like Anthony Joshua that's got speed, power,
Yeah,
technique, you know? So I said E Fury is above. I think any boxer will look bad against you Fury. A lot of boxers will look bad against Fury because Fury is like his cousin Intense Fury, a master of defense. You understand? Very defensive. They are defensive fighters. You understand? Tyson Fury is a bit more aggressive than you Fury. You Fury is not that aggressive. He's very defensive. You understand?
Right.
So it's hard for you to look good against a fighter like you Fury. But nevertheless, I still think that this fight is going to be a 50-50 fight. You understand? So
It can't
Joseph
be
Parker
50-50.
has got speed. Okay, a lot of people say I listened to 70 Sports TV today talking about how the fight goes, saying that Andrew Joshua has got 70% to win that fight, and Joseph Parker has got 30%. That Joseph Parker only has speed on his side, but he forgot that Joseph Parker has more than speed on his side. Yes, now I'm saying he's got movement. His movement is very underrated because normally he doesn't use it against against a lot of opponents he's fought. You understand?
Right.
So I would be stupid to underrate Joseph Parker and over, to say Joseph Parker. Oh, I just see Joshua knocking him out without really looking, really deep into the issue. So
Right.
you feel a different way, and I understand it. You understand? But I'm thinking that Joseph Parker has got a lot to prove in this fight, and I hope he comes to this fight and put up a great, great performance.
I agree. And that's why, for what you say, I didn't say, it'll end by knockout. That's why I was like, I really don't know. Because like you said, he does have a lot to prove in this fight. Yeah, he got some speed, he got some movement, but you know, like as I said, I just can't see. It's just a gut feeling. I just can't. I'm not going to give him the benefit of beating Anthony Joshua. Now I know I got a lot of. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that, like I did on my other video. But it is what it is. For me, that's just how I feel. I mean, I do believe that Parker is a great fighter. I'm not saying he's a bum. He's a scrub. No way. All right, but
Okay, now
I
let's go to
just
Joseph
don't.
Parker's record. You understand? Let's go to boss rank, Joseph Parker, and you're going to see that this guy has 24 fights, 18 KOs. You understand? He's not the most heavy-handed, fighter. You know, he's 6 feet 4. Not that tall like Joshua.
I got my computer back on. Yay!
Oh, that's nice, bro.
Yeah.
Congratulations. So it's fought
Yeah.
some couple of decent opponents. You understand? I mean, how do you rate Carlos Takam? Let's just say Carlos Takam. How do you rate him? Is he a B class fighter for you? A C class fighter?
Yes. Yeah. I would. Well, if I rate him as a C, he'll be a C plus, and that's good. He's pretty tough. Some may look at him as a gatekeeper, but nah. I'll give him a high grade and maybe a B minus. And hey, Joseph Parker, he did defeat Carl. What's his name? Takam. Hold on, I'm gonna go on box rack because my screen keeps popping up as I talk.
All right.
So I was looking at your screen. All right.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, see, this is the fight here with Andy Ruiz, the one that made me look at this guy like, oh man, he ain't going nowhere. I mean, he couldn't even handle this guy. Let me see,
but Andy
Andy.
Ruiz's last fight was very competitive. You know that?
Yeah, he's 6'2". Man, he looked shorter than that. And a lot of people were saying Andy Ruiz won that fight.
I watched that fight. I watched that fight. It was a very,
He ain't fighting
back and
2 years. He
forth
ain't.
fight.
All right, go ahead.
I think that fight should have been a draw, but Joseph Parker did more to win it. I mean, you cannot say it's not a robbery. You understand? It was for me. It was form of a draw. You understand? So because both
Hey,
guys,
I say the same thing. It could have been a draw, but yeah, some say he didn't deserve that win.
I think he did enough to win that fight. I mean, if and the Ruiz were to be given the decision, I mean, the guy you wouldn't say he doesn't deserve it. You know, so this is what I'm trying to say by this. That for me, I think he deserved the win, and that really made him who he is. I guess put him in the heavyweight map. I was saying he fought also Alexander Dimitrenko. You know the guy.
Nuh-uh.
You heard of Alexander Dimitrenko?
Oh yeah, yeah. Alex Trinko. Let me see. Yeah, yeah. I heard of him.
So what do you think about Alexander Dimitrenko? He's
Man,
also a good.
what did he do with him? He won that fight by KO. Man, now him when I first saw him, I thought he was another, pretty strong. What is he, Russian?
Yeah, Russian.
Yeah, I thought he was a pretty strong Russian fighter. And today, it's like, yo, if you beat a well gained Russian fighter, then hey man, you on top. You know what I'm saying? You got some, how can I say, like, recognition now in boxing. It seems like, so now him, now I'm admit I only seen him like a couple times. Right, I haven't seen him a lot. Like to tell you like how I really like feel about the guy.
Mm,
But hold on for a second. I want to see something.
I'm pulling,
Is
bro.
this what I was? Wait. All right. Where? All right. Here it is. That guy I was telling you, Solomon.
I don't know.
How you pronounce his name? Hermano?
Mono, I guess.
Hermano. All right. He
Yeah.
was the one I was saying about. Now, a lot of people were saying this is the puncher he faced. He's 24 fights with 21 KOs. Well, he's been stopped twice. All right. He got 4 losses and been stopped twice. And let me see. Yeah, yeah, man. See, he stopped guys. Yeah, see, take a look at his record. I mean, yeah, most, you see why he got the knockouts he has.
Yeah, I see
And,
him, bro.
that's why it's good to like really do research on like we have big fights like this coming up, and everyone say, well, he did fight punchers. Look at this guy Solomon. And Anthony Joshua is not the first puncher.
Hey, Anonymous, what's up?
Man, you
He
could
did
read these
fight
names
punches
real
too, bro.
good.
And, I don't know why. There's this uh, speculations about people thinking Joseph Parker is just going to be an easy fight for Joshua. I don't see it that way, bro. I see it different. Maybe just my opinion, but
No, you're not the only one.
something I see in
You
Joseph
know,
Parker that I cannot just underestimate. You understand? So maybe
I'll
that.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, right? I mean, I don't think really, like after talking to everyone and after everyone commented on my page and after talking to you, all right, I looked back and I looked at a couple of his fights, Joseph Parker, to look at some things like, okay, all right, I think now it will be a competitive fight, right? But like I keep saying, I'm the winner. I'm picking Joshua. I don't know how. See that's why like I'm saying the guy he's well gained. Joseph Parker, that is, too well gained for me to say how Joshua will win. Either
Okay,
by knockout or decision.
in Joseph Parker, I've been thinking a lot. Joseph Parker has never really, yeah, he has been fighting in New Zealand. A lot of people are there in the arena. He has never
Yeah.
fought stadium before in front of 80,000 people. How is he gonna deal with that?
Oh yeah, you
This is
stage
what,
fright, eh?
because sometimes he's fighting against Anthony Joshua, a guy who maybe in that stadium, the let's say 90% of the supporters or fans would be for Anthony Joshua, right?
Right.
So how is Joseph Parker going to do it? You
Well,
know,
that's one thing.
uh,
He should be preparing himself mentally for that. He had to remind himself he's not the first boxer to go through this. We go to someone else's hometown and hear their fans. He's definitely not going to be the last. I mean, who was it? Who was it? It was Manny Pacquiao when he first stepped on the scene, and he went in there against a real well popular fighter. What was it? Uh, Juan Marquez, someone he went up against. He went in there and starched their ass, and the crowd was booing him, as he was coming to the stage, and he was blowing kisses to him, he prepared himself mentally for the fight. And who else did it? Bernard Hopkins did it against Trinidad. I mean, he fought in New York, where mostly all Trinidad's countrymen live. And yes, they was booing him, but he still went in there and got the job done. So this is something mentally Parker is going to have to deal with. He's going to prepare himself mentally, to go into this fight. He's going into Anthony Joshua's backyard, his hometown, right? And he's going to be taking on the man that everyone in that country loves. So
so
he's going to have to expect the boos and the insults coming from the crowd. Um, I hope he won't
so
be like
is
Shane
Deontay
Mosley.
Wilder going to Cardiff, to watch that fight, or he's going to work for Sky Sport and well,
Really? He's going to be commentating.
yeah, commentating on the fight. So and after Joshua has already issued so some warning or so, like we haven't signed a contract. I'm not into that hyping up a fight. We had a contract being signed. Remember when Anthony Joshua was about to fight Vladimir Klitschko? Vladimir Klitschko was at the ringside, and Vladimir
Yeah.
Klitschko had already signed a contract. Joshua. So after he was able to defeat Molina, the deal was that if he gets past Molina, then the Klitschko fight will be made. So after everything has been signed, so they want that the Klitschko got into the ring, you know, and said, I'm in UK, where everyone is from.
Well, I'm from the USA, and
They're from the
I'm
US.
gonna put that up there so you can see my page. Because, like I said, I'm on my son's page.
CMD Box Reports. Go check it out. Man.
Let me correct that I with a where is that at? This computer so old that the drawing letterings is coming off.
Okay. West
Oh, so
T1.
yo, like what you were saying. Okay, I agree on that. All right, because all that's going to do is going to spark more controversy and
And you
everything.
guys, please
Because
click the like button, please. Click the like button and subscribe to the channel.
thanks, anonymous.
If you want to
Yeah, but
join, there's a link above on the chat, so you can click it and then join us and talk about books. You understand? It's a very important topic, and it's nice for all boxing fans around the world to give their opinion. Also, you know,
right. So
Joshua hits too hard. All guys he fights, he knocks out.
Joshua, his
Right hand, Parker sleeps.
that
Yeah, but
it
Parker has been working really on some steady stuff on movement. You see, have you been seeing this training clips? Let me see if I can find one on Twitter. Wait, let me. You can see it on the stream, I guess. Can you see it?
Yes, I'm looking at the screen right now.
Okay. Let me see. Just
All right, I see it on my phone now. Yeah.
Parker Twitter. Certified or not?
But
Should
talking
see.
about that, I agree. You know, Wilder, he shouldn't jump up in that ring because they're not going to be fighting next. I mean, it made sense when he jumped up in the ring against Ortiz. It made sense
I
when,
think in the states, I think it's kind of done that way. I guess, right?
right? Mm,
Maybe that's the reason why. But it's different. And Joshua was kind of different. Kind of different boxer. Very different boxer, I guess. That he doesn't like you know hot hair. You know what I mean by hot hair? Like talking and then no actions.
right. Yeah, that's what he's explaining. Yeah.
Let me see.
Wow. So Wesley, he thinks Parker is just fighting for a payday. All right, which he deserves. You know, he's got every right to fight AJ on ambition and not money. Ambition, not money. All right. One, he should be a cracker and made the best man win. Nottinghamshire, UK. Joshua is the new king. Will never be beat. Wow.
They say I'm just trying to Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker, yeah. Oh, just you see? Can you look at the screen? The screen.
I'm looking right at it. I see it.
You see? You know this guy Tony Yoka?
I heard of him.
You heard of him?
Yeah.
He and Joseph Parker, they fought in amateurs, and
Okay.
he beat Joseph Parker. You know, and they're sparring together now. It's quite nice. Tony Yoka, very oh, Tony Yoka, nice. Nice sparring partner. Wow, interesting. When was this? 6 hours ago. Then you can see the video right now.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear the audio?
Hear it nice and clear.
You can hear it?
Yep.
The beginning of this camp, that shuttle, we're just doing of them was hard. But every week, it just keeps increasing a bit, adding more to it. And now I can actually do the shuttle without being dead at the end. How does it look? Technique-wise? Technique's awesome. Awesome. You're like a fitness model. Part-time. What is that? Yeah, plus
He's a very nice guy. Looking at the guy, he's very nice.
Plus size.
I think I saw this video. Yeah. With him running up and down the plank, whatever that is, the ramp.
Oh, very interesting. And this is Andrew Joshua promo by Showtime. Joseph Parker for me is a very nice guy. I respect the guy a lot. And I don't know how it was going to happen in this fight.
That's cool. I mean, we could respect him because he's nice, but man, when he get down, and dirty in that fight, that's what all right, now you got some people think he's going in for a paycheck. Right?
No, do you think those rumors around that he's going out for a paycheck is true? I don't think
No,
so.
that's the first. But
And this
hey,
is into the Joe.
what about the gloves off interview? Because
That's what.
who was it?
That's what.
Someone said that he
This.
looked nervous.
I'll never say that.
Yeah, some said Parker was looking very like intimidated. You know, he was looking nervous. And you know, they were
Listen,
saying
man.
they didn't like what they seen.
You can see it. This into Joshua is come. You can see that, right?
Yep, I see it.
You can hear the voice
Yep.
or
Well,
not.
right now it's down. I don't hear nothing now. It's down. All right, I hear it.
Use the weight of expectation to silence the voice of consternation. Inside your head is the greatest fight because there is always shadow where there is light.
Wow. Didn't you have this on your page? Did you have a video like this?
Me?
And I was like, yeah, I was like, wow, they never show stuff like this in America.
I don't have it. You know. I don't know. I didn't upload it. I don't know. Some people
All
call me
right.
that I'm AJ boy. You know, that's why I don't upload. And you know,
Hey,
a lot of you know, they say, this guy, you love AJ so much. Hey, you always upload AJ stuff.
mm-mm. Westy said that Parker doesn't look all that positive in the build-up. To be honest, I heard that, and I was looking to see that video. Let me see, Joshua and
For those of you watching, please click the like button, please. It's very important. You know, it helps for the visibility of the show. And if you want to participate, I can. I think I've already posted a link there.
no,
On
yeah.
live on
Do
the
you
chat.
have a link? I didn't see it.
Go upward, and then you click on the link, and you join us right now. And then we can talk about boxing. You know, because we all want to hear your opinions. You know, about the fight because everybody's got their own opinion. Some people say Joseph Parker is coming to lay down. Some people say Joseph Parker is going to win, is going to knock uh, AJ out.
I can't see
Hey,
that
Victor,
happen.
what's up? Respect, bro. It's working. Of course, it's working.
Live chat not working. It's working. I
Of
see
course,
your
it's working.
chat. Yep.
Yeah, it's working. I see you, Chad. It's working. So, okay, let's say now you see this
So,
fight
all
going
right.
like, do you see this fight going to distance, or you see this fight? Do you see a knockout in this fight? What happens
Wow.
if there is a controversial stoppage in a fight? What happens then?
That's the only way I can see, being a knockout. Like I said, I'm not underestimating Joseph Parker. I am giving the man the benefit of the doubt. It might not sound like it, but I am. All right. That's why I said, really, I don't know how it's going to end
Let's talk about
because
this
this,
this promo.
yeah,
You know,
this is what I'm talking about.
let's go to this promo and see. Um, the gloves are off. You know, let's see.
I'm in with a ferocious puncher. He's just said he endorses what his promoting trainer says. So do you want to punish him for what they've said? I'll punish him anyway.
That was the one that was 50 something seconds.
I'm in with a ferocious puncher. There's a lot of weaknesses that I'm going to expose. We know we've got heart on one side. We're going to see if we've got heart on the other side. There's heart here. Trust me. My goal is to beat them up and knock them out. I put my cojones on the line and I put my belts with it. Let's go, come on. You saying you're gonna punish me? It's not gonna happen. Boy, who's on the chest healer?
That's a badass pro, bro. It's like you say you're gonna punish me. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Man, that's why it's gonna be very interesting.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, he might
Yeah,
not punish it. It's like I said, this is going to be a tight fight.
that it
All right.
as
This
as it should be. Did you guys see the interview? I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Who is Parker's former coach? What is his name? So I can search for him and see if I can get it. You know,
Victor Bot. Who are you going for?
you know Victor. You know Victor.
Nuh-uh. No.
You know he's a very good guy. You know, boxing analyst.
Oh, really?
Also,
He has his own channel.
he said no, he doesn't have his own channel.
Oh, all right.
He's just a boxing fan and a boxing analyst. You know, a lot of people say he's anti-Joshua fan. Also, of course, an anti-Joshua fan, but
All right. Glad Rap channel. Okay. If I said it right, that's how I say, my accent. Glad Rap, or
unless
it could be Gladrat. It could be Gladrat.
you're a super fan or fanboy, or I don't know how to say. It's just kind of crazy.
I don't let that stuff bother me, and they call me a fanboy. Okay, anonymous. That sounds good. He wins by decision. Wow. You see
And
that foot movement?
look at this video.
I'm looking.
This one, it looks super fast. Super fast.
Mhm.
It looks very fast. You see?
Yeah.
So a lot of people say Anthony Joshua doesn't have speed, but we seen speed right here, right?
Yeah, I seen Speed in the Dillian White fight.
At that time his weight was very down at that time, I guess. So, and he now is getting very, leaner, like before, the
Right?
muscle mass is off now.
Right.
So
Come on, everyone. Let's get those
that
likes up. Like 9 people. Hit that like button.
yeah, for those of you watching, please click the subscribe button.
Yeah, to subscribe and like button.
And also subscribe to CMD Boss Rappers. Go check the guy out. One of the most underrated boxing channels on YouTube. Yes,
Yeah, right. Thanks. I'm gonna type that in so they can see who I am. I'm just gonna type. Well, I'm gonna type thanks because I'm on my son's channel.
I don't think Parker has one punch power, but if he catches him, he has speed to finish it. Is whether he can take AJ's power for 12 rounds. Intriguing.
That's intriguing, right? Hey, I agree, Wesley. That's what I was saying. But we'll see. This is man, just talking about this, like now I'm getting like butterflies and stuff because now I'm nervous because I really want Joshua to win.
Me
But
too.
like I said, I'm going with my prediction. I'm
Me
going
too.
with Joshua. I don't know how.
I want Joshua to win, but I'm not counting Joseph Parker out because I know it's dangerous. But the difference between me and other people is that they think Joseph Parker is just a walk in the park.
Yeah, I said that. Yeah.
You understand? It's not. What's Deontay Wilder doing? I don't follow Deontay Wilder on Twitter, but let me see. What's there for a guy?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know if he has heard about what Anthony Joshua said. I guess he might have. Who knows?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what do you think about Anthony Joshua making impression of Deontay Wilder Bomb Squad? Let me see if it's here on Twitter. Yeah, I don't want to go to YouTube so I don't get copyright. Twitter, because if it's on Twitter, then I have a right to dispute it. All right, all right, all right, all right.
Oh, so you don't follow Wilder? Yeah,
Oh, wait. This
what
is an amateur fight. Wait. Let's watch this fight. This is an amateur fight, amateur video clip of Dillian White and Enter Joshua. Have you saw it before?
the fight between them two? Yeah.
Have you seen it? Have you saw it before? I mean, in the amateurs, when
Oh
Dillian
no,
White.
no, I didn't see it.
Okay, let's watch it. It's Enter Joshua and Dillian White in the amateurs. I'm sure it's the one wearing the blue.
Oh snap!
You see, that's Dillian White. And this Anthony Joshua wearing blue. Remember, this is what I'm saying, that you can see the evolution of Anthony Joshua, how he grew into, a better fighter.
Yeah, Dillian White got that pop.
So Dillian White won. That's what some at that time some people expect Dillian White to be, you know, the new star. I don't know, you know, in British boxing. Understand? So, but Anthony Joshua, that's why I respect the guy, because you've got to look at his lifestyle, his life, how he, came from just being a novice to something. Listen, you saw Dillian White beating Anthony Joshua. You saw it. You saw it. You saw
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
But when they met in the pro, Dillian White had that same mentality, thinking Anthony Joshua hasn't evolved into another fighter.
Right.
But you saw what happened to him in the pros. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, he
So
laid them
Dillian White
hands on
has
him.
got
Yeah.
power, and he was meant to be the guy who, the next big thing from the UK. You understand? He was meant to be that guy,
And they end
and
up going to
he's a
Joshua.
what? Dillian White is a former kickboxer. You understand? Former
Okay.
kickboxer.
All
Water,
right.
Water won. Anthony Joshua is only interested in signed fights and not any hype from everywhere rival.
You know, Parker has a chin, but Joshua breaks people if he knocked out Klitschko.
Yes,
Then
good.
Parker, no chance. Yo, chill out, bro. JP has a shot, in my opinion.
Let's see what.
All right.
Can we watch this about Deontay Joshua doing an impersonation of Deontay Water?
Yeah, I had to see this. Yes.
Yeah, let's watch it.
You up for the test? I know I'm Deontay Wilder, WBC heavyweight champ of the world. You know, we packing that Alabama power. Joshua, you ready? Are you up for the test? I know I'm the test. All you gotta do is set the date. Don't wait. He don't want none of these.
Anthony, I've got a few questions from the fans. Arsenal Adam, what one piece of gym or boxing equipment could you not begin a camp without?
Trainer.
Yeah, that's fair enough. More important than gloves or anything else, a trainer.
The shadow box. You know, because boxing is about learning, so you've got to do a lot of listening. So yeah, I think my trainers are most important to guide me throughout the next 10 to 8.
Gentleman Julian here. Questions are often raised about your stamina. He's saying this, not me. Will you be coming in light for the Parker fight?
I find this interesting about my stamina because I've had like 20 fights now. Majority were knockouts. Then I had a scrap against Klitschko, right? Tell me any heavyweight that you know that hasn't gone into a war, Foreman, Lyle, Holyfield, Cooper. Do you know what I'm saying? That hasn't, felt the pressure and the heart rate go sky high when they're in a tough fight. Damn, I controlled him for 10 rounds with ease. You know what I'm saying? He bust my nose. I couldn't even breathe through my nose. So that one fight is defining my stamina. Boy, I don't really rate it. That's what I'm saying. People asking about my stamina, people asking about my chin, people asking about this and that. Go back and study boxing, and then you'll get to know what it's like for heavyweights to be in a. It's like it's all the same, we're all in this game, and they paved the way for me to walk down, and I'm walking it just like them.
Good answer. Steve Mannion said, who do you see as your biggest threat to your titles aside from Parker? Is it Wilder or is it Fury? Presumably that's Tyson Fury.
Yeah, Wilder because he's active. You know, I'm coming from Wilder's an active champion right now. So besides Joseph Parker, I'm gonna put Wilder as number one.
So you heard it, bro.
Yeah.
He said Deontay Water is his toughest opponent, aside from
Tyson Fury.
Joseph Parker. Aside from Joseph Parker, because Tyson Fury is not, active.
Right. But you know what I don't like about that interview? At least he could have tried an American accent. Like, you know how many people try to imitate an English accent?
American accent America doesn't have one accent. I think the way Deontay Wilder speak is so different from someone in New York.
Well, yeah. If you notice, I don't really talk like Wilder.
I noticed Deontay Wilder speaks like, James Brown type of guy. If you listen to those old school music, those old blues music. It's like they're from the South Side. I don't know a lot about America, but I've read the history of the country. I know a lot about America, but not everything. But I know there are different accents in America because I've seen an American speaking like a British person, and he says he's never been to England before. He comes from a certain island in America. From a certain island is a state, but islands or so. And in that island, the way they talk like British people.
Oh, really?
They have British accent also. And even British accent, there are a lot of accents in Britain. Someone from London, you cannot call a person from Liverpool. Someone from Liverpool, they call them Scouser. They have their own accent. Like you
Right.
see Tony Bellew, Tony Bellew when he speaks, they call them Scousers. It's a Scouser. The way he speaks is different from the way someone from London speaks. So a lot of accents, in that.
Like, I don't know. Let me see if I can imitate a London accent. Oh man, Anthony Joshua is who I am, and I don't know, I don't know if that was good, but that's how they sound to me. I heard some British people trying to imitate Americans, and I always wanted to know how do we sound to them. And when I heard it the first time, I was like, wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. British people can sound like Americans if they want.
Yeah, but we can't sound like them. I mean, you heard mine. I mean, a Kiwi accent. I don't know what that is.
A Kiwi accent, how does that sound? I think if you go, do you know Kiwi Box?
Yeah.
If you listen to the guy, his accent is different from someone, an American or British person, or so. It sounds different. I mean, maybe that might be Kiwi accent. I don't know. Is that Kiwi accent? Anybody who knows Kiwi Box, if you're there, is that Kiwi accent?
Mhm.
It's a you just
British.
don't adult accent. You, it's talking to you.
American accents are hard, not unless it's a hillbilly. Then that's easy.
was
I
this
don't know.
was
Where I'm from, okay, like the way I talk now, if I would have stayed where I was originally born, which is North New Jersey, that's the state I live in, if I was, you know, would have stayed up there because North New Jersey is right next to New York. And we talk way different than the people down here in the south part of the state, right? I mean, if my words would be very short, like, yeah, this right here, like, it'd be very short. A lot will be cut off, and it'll be very fast at that. But so when I first moved down to the south, a lot of people was asking me, "Where are you from? Where are you from?" Like, North Jersey. But yeah, that right there with the Anthony Joshua imitating Deontay Wilder,
mm,
man, that was something that was a lot of people was talking about, and I was looking for that video. So thanks for showing that. And of course, see, I was at work and everything, and on my lunch breaks or other breaks they give me, I watched the YouTube and I heard people talking about Anthony Joshua mocking Deontay Wilder, and I wanted to see it, but it wasn't what I thought. I wanted to hear him in an American accent. Deontay Wilder's accent shouldn't be that hard. I mean, it's a Southern accent. What did he say? He says, "Who sounds funny?" Vice versa. Different accents in England places hundreds of
please, you
miles
guys
apart.
click the like button. You understand? This is raw life. You
Yes,
understand?
people,
With
click
CMD
the like
Boxer.
button in
And go
my
subscribe to
Anthony. Yes, subscribe to
go subscribe to
CMD
CMD
Boxing
Boxer.
Reports. I'm trying to get my Anthony Joshua accent. Yes, subscribe to CMD Boxing Reports and click the like button. I hope I sound great. I don't know.
You sound you sound like an African, bro.
For real?
No, let's say you sound like a Western African, not
Really?
Africa is a continent. So let's say a Western, maybe like let's say like a Nigerian or Cameroonian or
Ghana?
so. You say it again, please. Say it again.
Oh,
Just
subscribe to CMD Boxing Reports. And my name, I'm talking to you in my Anthony Joshua English accent. I mean, I hope, like I said, y'all. Wait, you said people mistake Kiwi accent string?
that's like someone did not saying.
So it sounds African, and
Someone that accent.
uh-uh.
and a British accent is very hard to, as in it's not really hard, but it depends, on where you grew up. Like you now, I think you can sound like a southern, person. I guess like you're to water, right? You can,
Let me see. Shoot.
right?
Now look, y'all better hit that button, hit that like button, and every. Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm
That's a southern accent.
saying. People mistake the Kiwi accent for Australian. It's quite similar, like American and Canadian, but if you hear it all the time, it's quite distinctive. How do you differentiate a Canadian accent and American accent? How do you differentiate it?
They some of them sound like broken English, like French almost.
Because when I hear I don't know, like Drake singing or rapping, it doesn't sound different to me from an American, I guess, or Justin Bieber.
No, I mean like their style of talking, maybe. But it's basically almost the same. Like Michael J. Fox and me, I have met a few people from Canada, and they speak just like we do, but it's just kind of different. It's just like living in the States. You got the North, they talk different from the people in the South and people in the West, but really have to Wesley. Anyways, all the best people see you sing. But yeah. Anyways, I don't know. You really have to like listen to hear the difference. Just like he said, you have to, But man, I really wants to see the Joshua. Because you know what? Now that he made that video
Mm,
imitating Joshua, now some
and
people is really telling
the
him to
water.
step to the plate. Yeah, yeah. When Anthony Joshua made that,
I mean,
what do you say? All right.
you already saw that, we heard or read about it that he says he doesn't have a pull-in fight Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder for him is his most dangerous fight after Joseph Parker. So a lot of people thought that he's counted Joseph Parker out. Remember, they said so. They said, "Oh,
Yeah.
let's count Joseph Parker out." So, but it's not like that.
All right, well, it's like this. If the Joseph Parker fight, I mean, if it be very rough, then it'll, Eddie Hearn know what he's doing to not to put him in the ring with Deontay Wilder, with two tough back-to-back fights, you end up burning your fighter out. So, hey, I think it's cool, good to give him a how can I say, like a
Let's
softie,
look
because
Joseph Parker's
they're
video.
talking about
Let,
taking on
let's
Jarrell
look
Miller.
Wait, there's a 20 video, a few seconds, I
What?
guess. Let's see.
Huh?
His hand speaks.
Wilder signed a contract. Wilder is
Nice. Joseph Parker has got very fast hands, so we're gonna have to see how we implement that, you know.
I say he has good hands. A lot of people,
No, he's got
when
fast hands. Fast hands.
yeah.
This is Joseph Parker's brother. You know this? You know this guy?
Nah, I never seen him before.
Okay. I will be in his corner. Joseph Parker's younger brother set to fight in undercard unification bout. Is Joseph Parker younger brother. You know. What's his name? I don't know. What's his name anyway? I don't know. But the video's there anyway, so let's see. NZ That's New Zealand. Can you see it?
Yeah, I'm looking right at it.
Can you see the video?
On the flip side,
It had the story. Yeah, I see it.
have you
Wow, it looks just like Parker.
fighting as well? How important is it for him? You know, it's just as always been there for me in boxing. I've always been there for him. We've always helped each other, and we've always had that love-hate competitive relationship. So anything I can do, he says he can do better, and likewise with him. So I guess this is me just showing him that I can do it as well. You'll be in his corner, obviously. Yeah, I'll be in his corner, and I'm not expecting him to be in mine. If he is, even better. But I know that this fight's important, and I don't expect anything from him more than a win.
Mum and Dad must be very proud to have you on the undercard as well.
All right, they said that's a Kiwi accent right there.
I love it. Me and just have it together because they know that we're a bit more team when we're with each other.
Okay. He also sounds very nice, just like Joseph Parker. I mean, very nice. I mean, you can see talks very calm, very composed, very respectful. You know, I don't know. It's so nice. I like people.
Steve
nice,
Steve Lewis said he sucks.
His name is John Parker, and he will be fighting on the undercard, in Cardiff. So that means we're gonna have to see two brothers fighting.
All right. Right. So Victor, all right, he said he's a cruiserweight.
A cruiserweight. Okay. I thought it was heavyweight. Oh, it's too small for heavyweight.
Oh wait, he said it is John Parker, a cruiserweight. All right, yeah, he said a cruiserweight. No, cruiserweights back like 20 years ago used to be 195, something like that. Now they 200 even.
Do co-events. What do you think about Joseph Parker's? What do you guys in the chat room? What do you guys think about Joseph Parker's promoter, David Higgins?
Mm-hmm. All right, Parker is such all right. Couple fights, argue loss, hometown advantage. All right, his first couple of fights, he arguably lost. See that
voice, right? Daniel Dubois. You don't know who he is, right? You told me the other day. This is the guy.
No. Yeah, him. I'm gonna do some research on him later on. So
there's the guy.
Tonight.
I don't know if he has video here. I think he should have the guy. The heavyweight unit. This is last fight. Thing. Yeah. No.
Dang.
Cook is looking carefully. Cook is looking carefully. And now, that's surely it. Massive right hand. Cook is looking carefully. And now, that's surely it. Massive right hand.
It's Daniel Dubois.
Looking carefully. And now, that's surely it.
Hey, do you know who that is? That is talking.
Who's that?
All right, it's a Higgins is a joke.
Remember the name, Daniel Dubois. This will be the next. Yeah, I hope it becomes. Yeah, I think it will be the next big star from Britain after Anthony Joshua.
I've seen him before.
You've seen him before. This is Daniel Dubois.
It was probably on Instagram. Then I seen him.
He looks like a deadly force, you understand? So he's going to be very, very interesting to watch. The guy's. And you know how old it is?
Wow.
He's just 20 years old.
Yeah, I was about to add, yeah. Yeah, he young. Now, Anonymous said that David Higgins is a joke. He's off key sometimes. He a joker. Well, ain't they all?
who says so. The Higgins is a joke. He off key sometimes. A joker. The boy is trash.
He's gonna have trouble when he gets someone who comes to fight back. Well, mostly all of them, all these guys who starts out, they get fights like this and all, so they move them up slow.
Yeah, that's true.
And also, Anthony Joshua, Mike Tyson. I don't even think Mike Tyson had a guy who fought back, in his first few fights. And that's what I was saying about Deontay Wilder. Like when I first seen him back in 2012. Now his power was amazing, but I'm like, yeah, but he's not taking on nobody. I was like, man, wait till he fights someone who fights fight like the Klitschko's. Man, they're gonna trash this guy. But like I said, his power, his power brought him a long ways. But I was going to bring up the last conversation we had about Lucas Brown, and Lucas Brown, he's not fast as Deontay Wilder is, All right, Frank Warren is hyping Duba like he's instructable. Duba like he instructable. Well, hey, that's what they do.
It's got.
They're called.
Something to prove. I think he will become the next big star. But only he keeps his, his head up.
But that's good that we're getting to see these guys when they very first started out. You know what I'm saying? So if someone in the future was to say, like with Floyd Mayweather, or like a lot of people say he never fought someone who was 6'1", or who was 6 foot and over with a longer reach, and I'm like, huh? I had to do a video on that, like he did. He fought some guy who was Tony Pep. Now, Boxing Rec says Tony Pep stands 6'1.5", but if you look at Tony Pep's Wikipedia, it's different. It got him standing at 6'2". He was a pretty good jabber and all, but his jab got taken away by the well-rounded Floyd Mayweather. But anyway, yeah, it's good that we get to see, the very first of
the like button. Please click the like button if you haven't.
Yeah, we got more likes. All right, he says Lucas Brown is a freaking big unit. I like him though. That's what I think. So. Hey, Anonymous, you ever play Fight Night Round 4? You ever see that guy Isaac Frost? Don't you think Lucas Brown trying to be like him?
Hello, guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Victor, what's up? You're back.
It's nice to be with you guys, right? Wow, that's nice. CMD, hey. I wasn't your channel just now. I have just subscribed.
Thank
I really
you.
haven't been checking out these things.
Oh, that's nice. This.
Yeah, I was in the video asking if Wilder was from the UK and AJ was from the USA. Yeah. I don't think it's going to change anything because Wilder is unpolished. I don't know unless it changes his fans because those guys, they just didn't know anything. That's it. He needs to change them or re-educate them. Maybe from a fans club, let them attend meetings, talk to them, change things, and then they can advise him. Well, Wilder's just behaving like somebody who wants to fight in the garage. You don't do that. What champion? I've seen a lot of videos out there already. You're talking about somebody signing a contract so that he can get in the ring. And he's busy, like they are shouting everywhere, but he's ducking. He doesn't want to fight him. He doesn't want him to get in the ring. Come on. Is that being scared? Let's be frank. If Klitschko, a legend, could sign a paper. Klitschko, I think he got 50-50. The Wilder can't get 60-40. Believe me, it won't happen. And now it's like they sign a paper so they can get in the ring. It becomes a problem. I mean, this guy's just keep shouting everywhere like it doesn't make a fight. It can only belittle the guy. You know, that's all it's gonna do. Because each time they do that, they take the star power away from Wilder. That's what's happening.
Right.
You see? Well, I mean, look, before AJ came on, I was a Wilder fan. I support every good fighter. Every good fighter. Until they start doing things that makes it impossible to roll with them. Because, I mean, I just like it to be plain and simple. If AJ started messing up, I'm away. Believe me, I supported Andre Ward. And I guess I was the only one shouting that Ward was going to win in my own circle. Everybody was looking like, maybe you're crazy. I mean, I'm not from the USA. I supported him. I supported him.
Same here.
we
all, we all supported AJ. When he was going into that Wilder, Vladimir Klitschko fight.
Yeah.
And when he won, we was all jumping up and down because really, at that time, to be frank with you, AJ was the savior of boxing. I mean, we couldn't really sell like pay-per-view or anything like that. No one was really buying it because after Mayweather had left, it was a huge drought. And then, AJ came in and it's like we heard about the ticket sales and we heard about the huge pay-per-view. Yeah. We're like, boxing is back. Okay. It's back.
Now, let's be frank about it. Mayweather came out of retirement, for somebody who was having his first fight. And the guy made $100 million. Now, if Mayweather fought a boxer who had been in the trade for like 10 years, who was good, I don't think that guy would make that money. But Mayweather knows where to go and what to do. And he doesn't listen to people.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So you see it. He came out of retirement. He did that. He went back again. So why wouldn't we all come together, make boxing what it should be like? I mean, that guy knew what it should be like. He came, he did it, he left it. Now, AJ is trying to do the same thing. And he's already having haters. A lot of people don't want success. I think it's human nature. Once you become successful, you have enemies. The world loves losers.
Oh, yeah. We all seen that. They wanted Mayweather to lose. But you know what? I remember in an article when Mayweather had it, he said when they asked him about being the next best, athlete since a basketball player we have over here named Michael Jordan. Yeah. And he responded, he said, "I'm not an athlete, I'm an entertainer." So basically he's sticking by that. He's just entertaining, he's just here to get paid, like you said, he made $400 million to take on someone who never boxed before.
Thank you.
Now he's coming back as a UFC fighter. He's training, getting inside the octagon. Like, what?
Now, don't you think it's trying to prove a point? With that, coming in, getting a guy who's a complete novice to get a license to fight him, to make that same amount of money that he was making, and being the A side, deciding what to pay the other guy.
Right.
Now, when AJ says, "This is what you guys are going to earn," everybody started shouting, Parker shouldn't have earned that much. It was because people shouted. When Mayweather was fighting, Mayweather was earning 30 million, 40 million. What did Maidana earn? 2 million?
2 million.
Wow. I mean, is that closer to any 35, 65?
No.
Or even 2080. So that's life, yeah. Everybody's shouting, get the money, get the money. If they say they hate Eddie Hearn, let them hate him as a person. But get the money, get the money. I mean, that's going to ruin the world. That's going to ruin the world. Believe me. Because if everybody wants to get them, okay, because AJ needs the belts. Now, what happens after he gets the belts? Is he going to continue paying people that way?
No.
It's
they're trying to say, yeah, Eddie Hearn, all right, he's just holding, because like some people thinks that Wilder can beat him. Now I'm gonna be frank with you. All right, and I was frank with the boxing century. I said, look, if the fight was to happen, I was picking Anthony Joshua. When I first heard they wanted him to go, I said, well, man, Joshua will kill this guy.
You wouldn't be wrong. You wouldn't be wrong. You wouldn't be wrong. Don't get me wrong. I know Wilder has that power, yeah. But a guy like AJ, cool-headed, will take that right hand away all night.
Yes.
And when I say all night, don't think it's going to go 12 rounds. It's going to last for as long as, Wilder remains there. He's going to stagger. He's going to fall.
Right.
That'll be all. So, if a fight was going to go 12 rounds, because if he was doing all those things, trying to set the right hand up all the time in front of a guy like AJ, it would be a mistake. He had enough time.
Right.
I mean, we saw the Spielka fight. We saw how long it took him to set it up. We saw the mistakes he made before he set it up. If he had done that in front of Ortiz, Ortiz would have got him.
Yeah.
So let's say he got better. Agreed. Let's say he got better.
Yeah.
Right? And then he might still get better by the time he fights AJ. But AJ is not standing in one place as well. AJ is moving. Every fight we see something new. This is going to be a difficult fight. Really.
Right.
Yes. Now, I wouldn't even worry if it's gonna go 12 rounds, or even if Wilder was gonna win. But right now, AJ is the A side.
Yes, he is, and
for that, because he wasn't the reason Wilder slept over his chances. Wasn't the reason.
No, but you know what?
I mean, yeah.
Lou DiBella was the one who held Wilder back from fighting Vladimir. He wanted to fight Vladimir, but Lou DiBella said, no, you're not ready yet.
Imagine that. But he could have been fighting some other guys there. I mean, there are some top guys there as well. Look, I remember. Do you know Thomas Adamek?
Yes.
Do you know that guy beat Ariola?
Yeah. I remember that fight, yeah.
1 minute, guys. Let me make an announcement for those of you guys watching and enjoying the show. Victor is a boxing analyst, you understand? So he's giving his opinion concerning this water, and the other tissue fight. Please leave the like.
I think we should leave Wilder talk out of this for now. Maybe come to it on a later day. We should be facing AJ versus Parker, really. Because it's a fight that is on in 2 weeks. So maybe we have more time to talk about Wilder and all these things.
Right.
Because we can talk about it forever, really. You're gonna be shocked because I think right now maybe because you're here busy doing a live show. By the time you get back on your channel and you click around YouTube, you're gonna see it's like they had a meeting and they just spreading. AJ is scared. That's the new.
CMD Boston reports. You are one of the American guys that has channel who I've seen was very unbiased.
Yeah.
And so, the first time I came across the channel, I didn't know about the channel in a way. It was when you commented on one of my videos that I didn't even know you subscribed to my channel
Oh
until
yeah.
I checked you out and I said, oh, this guy sounds dope. The guy's very straightforward and he say that as it is.
Yeah, not many of them. I keep saying, if you need to watch someone else who does that again, check this guy out. Ring IQ, Julius Fox. He's a great guy.
All right. The ring got
You
killed.
need,
Okay.
yeah, you need to join him. You need to be with him. You need to do things together with him. Hmm? But I'm so sure that guy is gonna just stay on his own. He's not gonna join any ESBC or something. But the guy is good, and he's so unbiased. He's so great.
No,
You'll enjoy him.
It's good to be unbiased because you make
he's not
yourself look dumb.
not
I
part
That's
of
mean,
what I'm
I'm not,
he is.
I'm not about that, And like with the like the Joseph Parker fight, like a lot of people, like I said, they told me don't look at him as a pushover, walk in the park.
Yeah.
That's how I seen it. However, all right, I did some work, research and everything. I have seen Joseph Parker's fights and all, but like I said, what about taking on a power puncher like Joshua? Okay, two hands. He's going to be shot. Will he running high? We've seen this before.
Yeah.
So that's where I was going at. So I said, well, yeah, it should be a walk in the park for him. But if Parker go in there and be competitive, that's why I say, I really don't know how it's going to end. But I know Joshua is going to win. That's how
For sure.
I'm saying I don't know if it's going to be a knockout.
I know that too, and that's not been biased. that's been frank. That's been realistic. I mean, I don't know what Joshua is going to bring some more. If we saw what happened with Gojanu, we saw what happened with even Takam. I mean,
right.
The only person who actually said it the right way was that former coach. He watched both fights, and he said, look, let's be frank, Parker struggled against Takam. AJ didn't, even with busted nose. Yeah.
Right. Yep.
So I don't see where the comparison comes in. It doesn't come in.
He didn't struggle against a guy he didn't even train for. Right? He didn't even train to fight Takam.
And Takam trained for Joshua.
Yeah.
He trained for Joshua because he was paid to do that. The other fight was just going to be a fight for him in case this didn't happen. And that coach said it. Now, Kevin Barry was busy spreading things, like, Takam was riding a bike when they called him and things like that. Yeah, I mean, all those things are like feel-good things. Well, it's okay. It's allowed. Yep. As long as, the two guys deliver in the ring. And I think they're going to do that.
Yeah. Yes. Somebody, Joe A said Parker will win. I got a lot of hate for that on that video for that. They're mostly Parker fans.
You know what?
But hey, it is.
Those guys are like swarm of bees. They just come out of nowhere and they start shouting. They love shouting people down. And well, maybe they had a difficulty trying to shout me down because it didn't work. So they call you names and things like that, but it still didn't work anyway. Because you're gonna find them on every channel, every comment, and they keep coming. But they stopped because I gave it back to them anyway because I don't have a channel, so I can't.
Right.
So you do. You have to be, like wary of some things because they might make you sway.
Right.
They might make you sway. Like you don't want to, but you have to defend yourself at the stage. So if you just stay, stay focused on your thing and they say something, you just say, okay, maybe. and then everybody feels good. But I can tell them point blank that they were wrong because they are.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna see that because 31st of March is almost here. We're gonna see the fight. We're gonna put all these doubts behind us very soon because I'm so sure AJ wins the fight. It's
Yeah,
not.
I
It's
mean,
not. It's not because I like him or not. No, I mean when Andrew Ward was going against Kovalev the second time, and he said something about knocking him out. I said I believe because I saw that the second half of that first fight, Kovalev was gone.
right.
Believe me. So it doesn't really matter what people are saying. And the problem they had with the coach and the fact that he was drinking too much alcohol,
For
I
those
knew
of
he
you
was in
guys
trouble.
watching and haven't liked the video here, please
Right.
like the video. This is a heat debate with Victor, a boxing analyst.
I think I need to go back there and like that video. I haven't done
Yeah.
that.
Please
Yeah.
like the video, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to check it out. Right? I'm gonna do
So,
that.
so
Just
what time do you guys have? Do you guys have time? What time? When do you guys have time tomorrow, like to talk about Reeboks? You understand about this issue, this comment that Anthony Joshua made regarding
yeah, I think
Deontay
it's something
Wilder
that needs
not
talking
welcome in
about
the ring.
really when
So,
it comes to
like
that
to
wider thing. They just come out like that. They all go shouting like shouting is gonna put the fight in place. No, a contract puts a fight in place. It's not a street fight, you know.
any viewers in chat? No, just me.
I agree. I mean, like I said,
I don't
I agree with
really
Joshua.
know. I don't know.
Mm.
I think there are keywords here. Que onda. Hablar español. Okay.
Now, even if everybody jumps in anyhow, and this guy says, "My own time, nobody jumps in, sign a contract." You are the B side. Thus, you have to bend some rules. I mean, if you were that good, you're gonna beat this guy and take his place. If I were Wilder, I would take even 25%. I just want to get in the ring, and I'll beat him. And I'll beat him, and I'll become the A side. And it will be easier to become the A side because you didn't really take too much money. You get my point?
Right. That's the same thing I was
Oh,
saying with Parker.
That's what can happen. But,
Right.
going like, okay, it has to be 50-50. It has to be this and that. I mean, everybody's going to keep thinking like, okay, maybe this guy can't really beat AJ. Maybe he just wants to, he doesn't want to lose. In case he loses the fight, then he has enough money. That's what it looks like trying to sell the bet.
Right. But yeah, I mean, he was saying that, he has enough money now. So, they came out saying that, it doesn't have to be 50-50, but now if they say, what is it? If they say what you just said, 25, to 75, will he still take the fight? Now he said the money don't matter. He wants to do it for the fans.
He said that.
Yeah, he said the money don't matter. He said, we ripped off the fans enough. We want to give the fans what they want to see. He said he has enough money now. So we'll see. Will he go back on his word if they say, okay, 75, 25? Now, Shelly Finkel tried to say that, look, I don't get paid. He said, he gets paid off percentages. He don't pay his rent. That's how he pay his rent. So for Wilder, Wilder's coming out saying he don't care. But now the guy who wants to get paid, the guy who gets paid off of Wilder, might say, "Oh no, we're not going to do it like that."
Yeah. But I mean, when he came in to say 50-50 or no fight,
right?
That is an ultimate. That is not an offer. And in the first place, Is he in a position to offer? Because that's not offering. That is suggesting. You know, because it's not the one to pay. Agent is the one to pay. So that's not actually offering. That's suggesting. Oh, I want to fight you. Would you like to fight me? Okay, you're going to give me this amount of money so that I can fight you. That's not an offer. That's a suggestion. You know? But all these guys just come from nowhere and start shouting like we don't even have a brain. Come on, we do. We do.
Victor, man.
That's the way it is,
I like this guy. You know?
Yeah. It's fun to have now. It's three of us up on here, you know. They have a boxing analyst up here, you know. It's cool, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, I know you want to talk about the Parker and everything, but I don't understand my piece about Parker.
Yeah, this thing's I don't think coming. And you know, if it keeps coming like that, and we keep sweeping it under the carpet, it's gonna keep rearing up again. So talk about it so that we can put it aside and we can be able to talk about Parker. That's the way it goes.
So Victor, let me get your opinion because we already talked about it.
Yeah.
The CMD Boston Report has already made this prediction.
Yeah.
So what's the prediction for Anthony Joshua and Joseph Parker? What's the prediction so that we can, you know, talk something else or maybe
it's a brutal knockout between 6 and 8. That's all I can say.
Oh, you going for knockout?
Knockout, man, knockout between 6 and 8.
What happened?
Let me say something. AJ, his family is from Ogun State. That's what you call the place in Nigeria. These are principled people. They don't ask for trouble, but don't go looking for them. Don't go looking for them. You know, you've never seen AJ talk back this way. During Dillian White's fight, Dillian White came across AJ in a gym, wanted to fight in the street, wanted to fight right there and then. AJ was just looking. I remember that incident. It was like saying, I'm good, just worry about yourself, don't worry about me. And he didn't do anything. We saw what happened in the ring. And today, if there's anything anyone is talking about, it is just the situation where Dillian White got lucky to hit him in the temple once. And that is the best part that is really popular about that fight till today. Everybody forgot about. And you know what? I'll tell you something about that fight again. And that's going to take us back to Wilder again. I remember how Wilder leaned on Ortiz because he would have fallen by then. But he leaned on Ortiz. And when Holyfield was talking to Wilder, he said, because you know Holyfield did a lot of that too. And he said, well, that was a good one. I mean, now you know what you need to do. If you had gone the other way, you would have fallen. But you leaned on him, which was good. It is not going to be a secret. That's why I'm saying it now. If Wilder tries to lean on AJ, you saw the uppercut that White got. White was trying to lean on. White was trying to lean on him. Watch that fight again. Watch that piece again. He got the uppercut. So Wilder will get that uppercut if he tries to lean on AJ, because they are both tall anyway. You can see that.
Right.
Right. So that's what happens. And then that went away. Do you remember he didn't say too much during the conferences? Now, when that's not Molina, because Molina came saying, don't blink, and he was just smiling. It was Brazil. You know, Brazil got on his nerves a bit, trying to disrespect him. And I remember him telling Brazil, we can do it right now. You know, it's not about the belt. Yeah, it's not about the belt. We can do it right now. Brazil went on about this Olympic gold. You know, he didn't win it. They gave it to him, things like that. And you know, after the fight, he agreed. Yeah, there was a reason he won the gold. And, if you remember, maybe you watched it, maybe not. Brazil was the only boxer who predicted round 3 knockout for Molina, and that happened. Remember, that was after Brazil faced AJ.
Right.
So he already knows,
Those
what
of
stuff
you
AJ was made of.
watching live, please click the like button. Click the
So
like button. First
for
subscribe.
Parker's team to go deeper into things like that, that got to AJ. And if anybody thinks that AJ is going to fall into Parker's hand because of that, look, he learned his lesson from the white fight. That's not going to happen. He's going to be clinical, and he said it himself. So
right.
I don't think.
So are you saying that Parker don't have a chance, or what are you saying, bro?
Parker doesn't have a chance.
Okay.
So what happened?
After the fight, I'll still remain here. After the fight, I'll still remain here.
Okay.
You know me.
Listen, I'm not saying that Joseph Parker is going to knock Patricio out. I don't think that. I think it will. It was
AJ is gonna knock Parker out brutally.
All right. See, I like that.
CM the Boss Report. I can see you enjoying listening to Victor. Huh?
Yeah, I like that because that's the same way I felt. But
you can't
like,
come out like I can. That's the thing, because you have a channel. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I almost started a channel, but then I thought, if I start a channel, the way things are going, it might be difficult for me to say something that is true.
Yeah.
And I know me. And I said, okay, not yet. So the channel, Boxing Sense was supposed to be. I just left it. I left it because I want to be able to say what I feel. And I know with that, I might not be able to say it. So, I'm not going to just leave a video alone and start attacking one person because they are attacking me. But now I can do that. And I don't just do that for myself. I do it for all the sincere channels. So they all know me. So very soon they're gonna know me on your channel.
Okay,
just
cool.
Just
so let's see.
Straightforward. That's all.
Do you because I'm about to go to sleep soon.
You gotta go to sleep. It's only 3. Oh wait, my clock is wrong.
That's your time.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you up in Germany, yeah.
It's past.
So
it's past
12. Do you guys do you have time tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Yeah, what time?
Oh sure, we can do it.
Yeah, at any time.
Yeah, we need to trash this wider thing.
Yeah. I want to talk about this Deontay Wilder.
Yeah. We need to do it. We need to do it.
Because
somebody needs a contract to do things. You don't just get in the street and start fighting. I mean, come on. And
give your last word to the people, and we'll be back tomorrow. For those of you guys who wants to.
Okay, so this is CMD Boxing Report. I really am enjoying this with Boxing Live, Boxing Block Century, and now Victor. Hold on for a second. All I see is your name, Vic. I had your whole name. Victor Bada.
Victor Bada. Yeah.
Yeah. Loved it. I loved it. I'm going for Anthony Joshua. I don't care what no one else say. Y'all thinks that
Me too.
Parker is going to be the new undisputed champion. That's your opinion.
Yeah. You know what? I was going to say something because I know that at some point when Parker comes out, they have all these traditional regalias and things like that following him. Like all this I don't know what you call it again. Are they Maoris or who are they? all these Polynesian things,
Guys
like
playing
coming
the
out, Samoans and things like that, right?
Right.
There is something they call jigbo, right?
Yeah.
In Asian place, it's a thick masquerade, and they have jazz. You know, when you say jazz, jazz doesn't mean music. It means a lot of supernatural things, a lot of diabolical things that can hurt people. They have it in that place. So if anybody is thinking they're gonna, scare people with things like that, AJ is not a person to get scared of things like that. You get my point?
I
He's
get
from
it,
a place where in the streets you see people like that. They have rings that when they hit you with, you go mad. And I believe it works because, they have concussions and things like that. They mix together, they rub on the ring, and these are poisonous things that can harm people. So that area, I believe if it goes into the blood, it works. And then if you look at people from that area, you are scared of them. So it's not a case of, and he went to Nigeria. I think he lived there for a while. He saw all those things. He lived with the people. So I don't think he's scared.
No, I don't think he's scared of anyone. Like I said, if he was his own man, like Mayweather was, believe you me, he would have been had these fights with, Ortiz and Wilder. They would have been done and out the way. But he's not his own man.
Really? And he wouldn't have been paying this much.
Nope.
Believe.
Nope.
Because fighting Mayweather alone is a kind of pride for the opponent. I fought Mayweather. Lose or win. They just want him to be on their record. And it just gives them like 1.5 million, 2 million, and they're good. Where others are getting like 500,000, So, but I think, he wants the belt. So I think after he gets the belt, let's see what happens.
Right.
It's been really nice talking to you. I've enjoyed it myself. And for all the Packer fans out there, 2 weeks to go, you're going to see me more. I have never been on any of Parker's channels. And I know they are there. And all these guys come around here telling me they saw me there. Now you're going to see me. Within the 2 weeks that's left, you're going to see me. So be ready.
Hey, I used to do that before. I used to do that on Facebook.
Yeah. You see, I really haven't been to any of those places yet, but they're talking like I'm there. So what are they going to say when they see me there? I'm coming. And I'm going to remind them, check everything. This is my first coming here. And then I'm going to stay there till after the fight.
So, bro, Victor, try Drummy tomorrow then.
For sure.
Will be a very important topic, especially. I want normally I'm not a guy who like to throw shades at other channels, like to talk about other channels, but have been seeing some scared of water about
they're gonna rubbish your channel. So you need to stay clear and you need to let them know this is your stand. Stand tall. CMD, BBC, stand tall. And that's all.
So I'm just
at the end of the day, you're winning. Do you know why?
Yeah. Why?
If you support all the good boxers, even the bad ones, you did not discriminate. After the bad ones that are being hyped loose, you'll still be there talking about the good ones. And nobody's gonna come like, because they beat your man, now you're talking about this. No. It's gonna be able to talk about every other boxer that is doing well. That's all.
Right.
Okay, guys.
All right, it's nice to know you, really.
Nice to chat with you.
Should I set the event or maybe tomorrow? I don't know. Should I set the event now or tomorrow?
You can see me on your channel before I go to sleep.
Right.
All right.
So, what's the last word, Mr. Victor?
Well, the world is a small place. Everybody keeps meeting. Whatever we do, let's do it well. I credit Parker for taking the fight. but I don't credit them for, fighting dirty before the real fight.
That's true.
Come into the ring, fight clean. That's it. Lose or win, you will still be respected. You have time to build up. But I mean, you're spending more time outside the ring talking about what you're going to do to somebody who is actually working hard on how to clinically destroy you. Come on. Go back to the ring. Go back to the gym and work. You still have 2 weeks to go. That's all I can say to Parker. And then to you, BBC, continue the good job you're doing.
Thanks,
I'm enjoying
bro.
it. Nice to know you. You're going to see more
nice
of
to know
me.
you, though.
Yeah. You're going to see more of me.
Cool.
What you going to say last?
Hey, like I said, I gave my piece. I don't care what anyone say anymore. I never did, but like I said, I'm going for Joshua. They could come and hate and say all the other stuff they want to say. It's not going to change my mind.
As long as your talent, and if he stops winning, is he going to be around? That's one thing. He's the kind of guy that's going to be around for long, win or lose. So what have you got to lose? Nothing. It's not a hard.
My last one is
going to go away. Yeah.
May the best man win. I like Anthony Joshua. I like Joseph Parker, but I support Anthony Joshua. You understand? So because of his Nigerian heritage, and it's like we won. You understand? Like I told you the other day, CMD Boss reports. No matter where a guy is, a Niger born, even if he's born in America, born in Poland, anywhere he's born, I will support my Niger.
Oh, do you know that? Do you know that Guno is Nigerian?
I like Joseph Parker. I like his humblness. I like his cool man. And
do you know that Guno, his partner there, is from Nigeria? The mom and dad are Nigerians. They born him in Poland. So he was born in Poland.
What fighter is that?
Izu Ugono.
Oh, okay.
The guy that the guy Brazil knocked out. He was Parker's sparring partner for years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's nice, bro. So good night, guys.
Good night.
Yes,
I know you can't say good night right now, but you can say good night to us.
I can't say good night. I'm about to go out to the store sometime.
Right. So we can tell you to have a nice day. Yeah. Enjoy your Saturday.
Yeah. You too. It's Friday here, but all right.
All right.
It's only 7 o'clock. It's only 7 o'clock. All right. I'll catch you later.
Okay. Enjoy yourself. All right.